weight, your body only has a protein and fat in there, lean mass and fat. And so when your body is weight depleted and you burn as much fat as you can, and your body has to go into ketosis and burn muscle,
muscle.
That's what happens. Some people go into this ryo, and it's debilitating, man. There's no cure for it. They don't know exactly why you get it, but it happens when you get down to a weight. And now
explain that again real quick.
Okay, let's say I got to get you down to 147 pounds, and you're naturally 154 pounds, and it's killing you to get down there. And if your body goes into this disease, it makes you sick. You can't lose any more weight because your body's taking a lean mass, and you need that lean mass.
Okay.
Basically, well, if you was walking around at 154 and you had to get to 147, it'd be very rare to go into rhabdo. It's usually because these lads are walking around at like 180, 185, and they have to make 147. So they're basically depleting all of what the body knows. So it starts to eat its own fat and muscle, and you start to have kidney failure, respiratory failure, things like that.
It's not
good. Drink.
It's not good at all. ATX, my brother. Salute, man. Appreciate you coming by, man.
Hey.
Hey, I got my friend BVO just come on here, man. Salute to my friend BVO.
A couple of pounds.
Salute to my brother Bruce, man. What's going on, Champ? How you doing, Champ?
Yo, everything cool. We're keeping everything moving. Trying to make everybody happy and spread the love.
It's good to see you, man. You look good, man.
Oh, thank you. Yup. I'll be 66.
Yeah, I know you was in some wars, man. So to see you looking this good, it's great to see, man.
I wish the girls sent me some phone numbers because it's not working. But thank you. Thank you if that's true. Yup, 66.
I'd have never placed because I know the error that you fought in. It makes sense, obviously, but just looking at you on face value, I would have never thought you was in your mid to late 60s. No way.
You know what? Thank you. You know what I do? When I make my smoothies, like I said, I haven't eaten beef or pork for 50 years and chicken and fish for 5. And I've been when I make my smoothies, when I be cutting the aloe vera leaf, I take the leaf and rub it on my face. I've been doing that for like about 8 months now, maybe a year. So as soon as you cut it to put it in, okay, some people wash that slimy stuff off, but they don't realize that that's like a cleanser and a something for your face. So I'm not saying that's what's making me do that.
No, I think it's because I do something similar, but with sea moss.
What you do? Oh, I take sea moss. So what you do?
I put sea moss in my smoothies, and also I rub it on my face. And if I get a burn, it's good for burn.
Well, how do you put it in your face? Because I take them in my smoothies.
So when you make the gel, the sea moss gel, you just put a thing.
How do you get the gel? Oh, wait a minute.
You make it into a gel, so it comes like it's a bunch of hay. You soak it for like 48 hours.
Okay.
It grows in a bottle it grows in your glass bowl, and then you wash off all the saltiness, and then you put it in the blender with some like spring water, and then blend it into a gel, and then you can either eat it. I eat like 1 tablespoon a day. Also,
1 tablespoon of what?
Of the sea moss gel. I
do too.
Yeah.
See that, Bruce? There's a lot of important things going on in this world to save people. Yeah. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
Then I put a tablespoon in my smoothies, and if I put it on my face for like 20 minutes, the gel, and then I wash it off, and
I do the same thing.
Right.
Yep.
That's what it. Yeah, and you do it with aloe vera and sea moss. That's why you look younger. That's the reason.
Well, thank you. I really, but I was looking like this year was the skin been like, I'm not saying I'm looking younger, but people were selling it before I started taking that stuff. They were saying,
so it's naturally your genetics as well. So it's your genetics.
But the sea moss is helping.
Yeah, to help maintain. Wow.
Well, thank you anyway.
No worries, you're welcome.
Yep.
Hey, did you tell Blood Green we were going to give him a call tonight?
Shania, can you call blood? I don't. I was running around. Then I had to come home and cook. I was running
Okay.
around. Yeah, I was running around. We can get them on.
Well, I want to get the Raiders together, bro.
Okay. Yeah,
You know,
no. He'll. You just gotta coordinate everything to get Blood Green on. We could have got him on.
tell these guys about the Raiders.
Okay, Raiders. Okay, what? Real quick, I'm gonna make it quick. This is before I went there and started going to England. Also, okay, so Don King would pay the fighters every week.
Yeah.
Like on a Friday, he would pay their salaries. He had their separate deals with them. They worked it out, so everybody would wait on Friday to get paid. I had more money. I fought, and I had money, and I was lending money to some of the boxers that didn't have money. They would pay me back on payday.
Right.
So this particular Friday, we was waiting for Carl King to come to the camp to give all the guys their checks or money.
Right.
So I'm sitting around waiting. Hey man, I'm gonna get my money that I lend to people, and so he didn't come. Carl didn't come, so everybody's sitting around mad, right? Everybody, hey, where he at? So they waited long enough. Real quick, okay. So they got cars. Mitch Green was one of them. There was a whole bunch of people with a whole bunch of other boxers. Mitch Green was one. He had, so we all drove around. It's about 3 miles from the Don King's camp in Orwell, Ohio.
Yeah.
So it is real quick. They was knocking on the door to Carl, Cole, yo, we out here. So it had been about 10 minutes and they got mad. They said, let's go back. So when we started heading back, they saw the blinds open. And so somebody was up in there. So they start banging on the door. Yo, Carl, come on. They wanted their money. I just wanted to get my money back from lending to people. So we drove back to the camp. They were mad. So, when they went back to the camp, they started getting guns and shotguns and they shot the camp up. They shot the windows out. They shot holes in the ceiling. Yeah. Yup. They shot holes in the ceiling. They wrecked the camp up. And when Don King found out, real quick, in Vegas, he came back to Orwell. He got rid of, out of 40 people, he got rid of I would say 30. Said you can't never come back. And the guys that stayed there, he cut their money off and everything. So real quick, we almost finished. There's a guy there name was Abdul Rahman, who was Muhammad Ali's security guard, number one security guard. Yeah. And when I was sparring with Ali, I knew what was going on. I was with Ali, and I was good friends with Abdul Rahman, who passed away. He gave us the name the Raiders of Boxing and what he would do was tell us stuff that Don King was doing that had benefited us, and Don thought he was working with him.
Yeah.
So he was telling us, hey, no,
Don, a double agent.
Yeah, because he was Ali's security, and I met him up there. So he was telling, so he told us, he set everything up, and he gave us the name. He said, man, y'all shot the camp up. A lot of y'all not coming back here, but y'all some bad boys. He said, y'all the Raiders. He said, y'all the Raiders of boxing. And he kept saying, he said, man, y'all shot the camp up. And he said, and so when he said that, that's when we started thinking. I said, yo, man, that sounds good, man. We the Raiders, man. We the Raiders of boxing. So I started wearing on my trunks, the Raiders of boxing. And we stood for wrongdoing of boxers. We didn't want boxers to get mistreated. And so we died down, but we're going to come back because we want to help boxing out. It's Blood Green is in it. We had Zuma Nelson. There's a whole lot of guys' names that I'm not saying that's involved with it. And we're going to come together.
Zuma Nelson used to, Shane Mosley used to spar with Zuma Nelson when he was a kid, when Shane was a kid.
I trained him. I didn't train him. I showed him a couple things. I chopped wood with him. He chopped wood with a dull axe. So we out in the back in Don King's camp. Listen to this. We in the woods. It's like 1,000 trees. And it's like about 20 guys out there. And everybody chopping. All you hear is wah, 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 wah. You hear trees falling, right? Big trees, right? And then so Zuma over there chopping wood. So we go over there, hey champ, how you doing, right? And he stopped. And we look at his axe. It was dull. She said, yo, man, won't you take this sharp axe? He said, no. He chopped the trees with a dull axe. I said, whoa.
That's a different beast. That's a different beast right there.
It is. He chopped with a dull axe. He didn't want the sharp one.
No, he wants it to be harder, to be more resistant so he gets a workout.
Yeah, I was like, this dude crazy,
He
man. Make the
crazy.
job easier.
Yeah, he crazy.
You would have loved it. Y'all would have loved it, man. It was beautiful meeting all these champions from different countries
Yeah.
and going through the things that I went through, you know. And I would
Yeah.
like to share it with everybody. So, and
But
they
we're
went.
working on it. We'll get them all together, do a nice show, man. The Raiders of boxing. Tell them some of these stories.
There's a
Actually,
whole
coming
lot
out.
of guys. There's a whole lot of guys involved. We just got to get together. That's all.
Well, just mind that the LA Raiders don't say you can't use the name.
But if we say put a name in front of it, I think we could use it.
Okay, dokes. Yeah, because they copyright that shit.
Yeah, okay, that's really cool.
Yeah.
She tough. She tough. She said, "Hey, talking about that shit."
Hey Tim, let me ask you this, man. What
Yes.
was your favorite part about working with Don King?
My favorite part is working with him. There really wasn't. Listen, he always was nice with me in the room. He talked to me. He respected me because I fought you. When he put me in the ring, when they put me in the fight, I fought. Until you knock me out or whatever. And I got that much. He will give you respect if you show heart. But a lot of times he knew that I knew the rip off, and I wouldn't mind saying the rip off to him. And he liked me. And I liked him. That's why I said it was kind of bad because he was ruthless when it came to like for the fight over in England. I only went home with like $150, and after I paid everybody, I went home with like 105, 110, maybe 95. And Frank Bruno went home with $1.4 million.
Yeah.
And so I went home with like less than 100,000, and it was messed up. I made sure everybody got paid. It was really sad. I was the champion and defended my title in another country, and I knocked him out, and he got $1.4 million, $1.3 million, whatever. And I went home with that, and that would made me push hard, trying to help boxers out. And Forrest Don King, he got to live his life with it, whether he that ruthless. If I see him, I'll talk to him, say hi, He got to walk around with that cloud following him around. And people might say, no, I want to mess him up, now this and that. I just want to go on with my life because I got family, I got kids, I got friends, I'm doing podcasts. And that was just a part in my life that I had to go through something. It was serious. Did it hurt? Yeah, I lost a house. I had a store. I lost that.
Wow.
I messed it up because I was like depressed and negative. I was negative, so I had a corner store and I had a nice house, and I just sold everything because things were really bad. But if I see him, I say, hey, it's life. I'm a better man if I go up and give him a shake. But to hang out with him, I don't think I'll do that. But if I see him, I say, hey, everything go, hey, man, because he did something.
He's 92 years old too. I don't think he's hanging out too many places except maybe in the bed, maybe a little trip to the dog once in a while.
He liked me real quick. He liked me, and I knew it, but he still did what he did. Because I get in there and fight. See, I get in there. He like you if you fight, but if you don't, he'll be like be on you. So so that I knew he liked me, but he still, when it came to money, dollar and cents, he neglected the whole situation.
Damn.
The reason I say that, Tim, is because I'm from Cleveland, and we never knew that Don. We knew him as Uncle Don. He buy all the kids school clothes, school shoes, whatever the case may be. So that's why I always like to hear. Now that I'm in the boxing media, it's good to hear both sides because if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you Don's the greatest dude in the world. So that's why
I'm gonna be brief. I'm gonna be brief with my comments.
Go ahead.
I could tell he was a nice guy. I know he had that other agenda, that rip off thing. But when I talked to him, he liked me. Some guys come in the office and he's like, he didn't want to talk to them and stuff. But I knew he liked me. He ripped me off, and I was cool with him. I wish he would have just went on and become the greatest promoter in boxing history by start paying everybody, but he didn't choose that route. A lot of people going to think and still think that he's a good promoter, but in terms of business, he's on the bottom. And all he has to do is come back and talk to the people, and people will respect him because I give it to him. He was good, but he ripped me off, and man, that hurt me, my kids, and it hurt a lot of other people. It affected them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I remember Don was you guys were around the same age. He was young too, man. And I
Who,
think
Don King?
yes, I think the thing about Don, from what I can say, is that I think he came from a tough place, and I
I
think he
did
kind of grew.
too.
No,
I
what
used to
I'm
see
saying
people
is
get shot, but I
no,
didn't.
no. When I say a tough place, what I'm saying is I think Don didn't understand. He didn't have to be like that. That's what I mean when I said I don't think he knew he didn't have to be like
He
that.
too smart. He too smart. He knew what he was doing, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Yeah, he's smart. He knew what he was doing. Say that again, because that might.
Go ahead, my mistake.
That's
Yeah.
a good. Go ahead, say that again, because that's very important. Talking about Don and go ahead, finish what you were saying just now.
You talking about
Hello?
you, Lady Chin?
No, I'm talking about you. You
I'm
were
talking
saying,
to you. He's talking to you, sir.
yeah, real quick.
Oh. No, reason I say that is because okay, in Cleveland there was I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie The Irishman. There was a
Okay.
big faction of the Irish mob, and we all know things that Don was doing. And the reason I say the thing I was saying was I don't know if he realized because he was around a bunch of scumbags his whole life. I think he just became a product of his environment. I don't know if he didn't realize, hey, I don't have to be a scumbag too, because he kind of treated his boxing a lot like almost mafioso style, as you know, like not paying guys, having you guys out there in Orwell in the middle of nowhere.
You got a point there.
Yeah,
you got a point there.
I know where Orwell is, so that's like the middle of nowhere. We talking about cows, chickens. So to have you out there isolated, you're not with your family, you're not really with.
No, that's cool though. That's where we're supposed to be. I loved it.
Oh, you love that part?
Oh yeah, that's where you're supposed to be, away from the family.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be. Hey, man, that was fun.
A whole different era. A whole different era.
That's where you're supposed to be,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to be around positive people. Go ahead, champ. Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking about the fight that you had with James Smith and
Yeah, okay.
About, like the moves the two kill shots that seemed to dominate that fight was like your left hook and then followed by the overhand right, and it was just like religious, and he didn't really, even though that was the most repeated shots that you did throughout that fight, it didn't seem like because you could do it on the inside. You was catching him at range with it because he had quite a long reach. I was just wondering why he didn't ever adjust. Did you ever clock that he didn't adjust to it, and that's why you could always throw that shot and it would
You
always.
was talking about the first fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was primarily that I had a really good trainer. Mm-hmm. He was around Georgie Benton, all them old timer guys from Philly. Slim was a really slick, and I believed in him. And if you was powerful, I still didn't fear you. If you was real powerful, I didn't fear you because I knew where my hands were supposed to be. I knew all the movement that I was supposed to do. And with Bone Crusher, he was strong, but it was easy for me to maneuver him. The second fight is a different thing, and it was easier for me. Now, I only been fighting like a couple of years before I fought him. I had a fast track. I started fighting in '79.
Yeah.
And then here I am fighting all these guys but I had a good trainer, and I had confidence in them, and it grew, and I believed in them. I just wasn't real strong, like lifting weights and stuff, but I had good skills.
Yeah. Did with the first fight, because you totally destroyed him, to be fair.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just wondering, what do you as a fighter ever just kind of clock that he's susceptible all the time to this, like for instance the left hook followed by the overhand right? Was it something that you was conscious of when you was in the fight, hence why you kept on throwing those shots because it was successful?
No, there were shots that I trained, and we never really practiced on, like, certain fights. We practiced on certain weaknesses and positive things that our opponent had. But this particular fight, we knew he was just strong, and we concentrated on just my defense, keeping it tight. But we trained on just because he didn't really have a great defense. Tony Chubbs was everywhere, so we had to practice certain things with him. But we was just worrying about his power and defense when I fought Bone Crusher, and it worked out pretty good. And the second time was a whole different story. So we worked on defense, keep my hands tight, working on a good jab, put my combinations together because he didn't really have a great defense, but he was strong.
He's big as fuck.
Yeah.
So
I feel bad for the second fight
yeah,
on him, his opportunities.
yeah. Well,
Hey Tim, I want to ask you another question if you don't mind.
go
What you
ahead.
mean? We on the
Did you?
show.
Hey, did you ever meet Muhammad? Did you ever meet Muhammad in person?
Yeah,
I got
yeah. Of course you did.
Listen, this one happened. I was training with Matthew Saab Muhammad, I think either him or Eddie Mustafa Muhammad up at Deer Lake. And then all of a sudden, real quick, I'm gonna try to make everything fast. Real quick, a limo pulled up. I think a limo or a regular like nice car pulled up. I was sparring, and so you know who it was? It was Ali getting out the car and coming to the gym. But we didn't know it was him until they opened up the door. The boxing gym. We up in Deer Lake, so I started sparring and stuff. We were sparring, and then Ali comes in. Everything stops. Everything stops. The sparring, everybody was there. We start talking to him, and then he said, and then after like 3 or 4 minutes, he said, "Go ahead and keep." So we started sparring and everything, and then after we finished sparring, he said, "Tim," he said, "Hey man, you kind of strong." He said, "I would like to hire you as a sparring partner because I might be fighting Larry Holmes." And I was like, okay. I was just happy just to be around him. You know, nice guy.
Yeah.
Don't walk in with jewelry and shirts and ties, and he don't talk like he a millionaire. He don't talk like he a millionaire. And that's what I loved about him. He don't talk like, oh, I got this. He didn't even come. He carry a snot tissue in his thing and blow his nose and put it back in. I'm telling you, he'll take it out here and blow his nose with snot and put it back in.
Old school, yeah. Old school, brother.
You know, so you know, I love that Muhammad Ali before I went to the camp. He's one of the reasons why I wanted, because I seen him fighting Joe Frazier before I even had amateur fights. I seen him fighting Joe, and you know, a friend of mine got me in there, and I started because I'm a former tight end. I had a scholarship. I was really good I was a tight end, and I just, you know, and plus I wanted all my friends and my mom and everybody to be proud of me. You know, I don't want to be no tough guy. I just want to spread the love. So I was like, I love what Ali did, man. That was cool. He came in, and then when I left there, I think Saad Muhammad or Eddie, they won their championship fight. I was a sparring partner, and then they called me, and I went back up to camp and started sparring with him. Real kick, he was sick when he was sparring, and then we can go on to something else. When we were sparring with him. I think Tony Tubbs was there too. He was weak, and I walked back to the corner and talked to my trainer, Slim, who's a really good trainer. He's like, I said, Slim, I can't hit him as easy. He said, Tim, I noticed that. He said, just go to the body. So I would go to Muhammad Ali body. This is the fight before he fought Larry Holmes. Yeah. I was going to his body hard. I would never hit him up high because it was easy. Because I was hitting him hard early before that, and I was like, nah. And I started my own self, stop hitting him there. So I went back and talked to my trainer. And then he said, Tim, just go to the body and act like you hitting him to the head. Because when I go to the head, I have my hand like that, not like this. I would go like this, and I would just graze him. And then I go hard.
What size gloves you wear? What size gloves you wear when you?
I think they were 18. They were 18, and we knew he was sick. Yeah, we knew he was sick, and so we had to we had to figure out what was going on, and we knew what was going on when we went to the Dunes Hotel. When I walked past their room, I have to do this fast because we got the show. We went to Vegas. We were sparring there, and then the fight was maybe a week away. And I was on another floor, and I said, man, here I am, a young guy. The average dude like you would have went down there and had party and everything. But I just wanted to get back home. I played football. I wasn't in no gangs. I wasn't this and that. I just wanted to go back home. So I was on the 12th floor. They was on 11th. So I walked down to try to get my tickets. So I'm walking down the hall, down the hall, and I heard them fighting and arguing. I was like, somebody fighting. So I kept walking. So I got to I told this story so many times. So I got to the door. They were all in the room arguing about whether Ali should fight or he shouldn't fight. So they was going back and forth. So I stood there. They didn't know I was there looking. I was like looking like this. And they said, oh my God, Muhammad might not fight. So then I stepped on the other side of the door and I started looking to the other direction. And then I said, oh, let me go down to Howard Bingham's room. That's the guy in charge of the tickets. So I went down to his room. He was frustrated. Everybody was frustrated before that Larry Holmes fight.
Mhm.
Everybody. I went there. His wife was like, "Oh, what do you want?" And I was like, "I just want to get home. Can you tell your husband to get up?" And she was like getting smart with me and nasty. And I said, "Please, please." And then he came in, Howard Bingen, who was the photographer for Ali. He said, Tim, I'll come over and straighten it out. So walking back, they closed the door. His wife was upset with me. So I went back. They were still arguing. I said, "Oh my God, he's not going to fight." So I went back to the Dunes Hotel that's right across the street and started telling everybody, "See, yo, Ali might not fight. They talking about him not fighting and then he should fight." But then they made the decision of him fighting. And let me tell you something.
Worst decision. They should
Yeah,
have never fought him.
but yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Real quick. When the bell rung and the first punches were thrown, we knew he wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
knew he wasn't going to win.
that's sad to see that fight. And
It
and
was.
a lot of people
I'm telling you really serious stuff that I witnessed when I was there.
firsthand. Yeah, a lot of people just didn't like Larry Holmes for that, and that's why Mike Tyson just came and just deleted him. And
Yes.
Yeah, but Larry Holmes was an old man when Mike beat him. I mean,
yeah, I
think,
know, but at the
I
end of
just
the
think,
day,
He
I
got
just
beat.
think,
He
Yeah,
got
but
beat
yeah,
on.
He came back again after Tyson
yeah,
beat him.
he came back and won like 10 in a row. I'm just saying, I think unfortunately, a guy like Larry Holmes, it sucks to come after a giant. That's all it
He's
was.
a warrior. He's a warrior.
He came after Ali. Ali had already cleared out the division. It really wasn't a lot of guys just yet.
Ali shouldn't have fight him. He wasn't. He wasn't.
he had the Parkinson's by then, and Larry
I
Holmes.
hated that Trevor Berbick fight more than I hated the Larry Holmes. Trevor Berbick was trying to hurt Ali.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I say I feel like that Trevor. I'm a young kid watching him on playback and wanted to jump on it.
Yeah. No, I just think the Larry Holmes one was just that was just outrageous.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, I got a few more. I got a few more stragglers that came in. Let me shout out to my brother Mad Chad is in here, man.
Hey,
my
Mad
brother
Chad.
Tim met Mad Chad before. He knows Mad Chad.
Yeah, that's our regular. That's our
What
man.
up, Mad Chad?
G5 Gabe is in here. My brother for life out there, man. I got the Bud Files in here, man. Shout out to you. BNN Boxing, my man. Thank you so much for that super chat. I just started saying that. I don't think I'll ever get sick of saying that, bro. And thank you so much. I appreciate
You deserve it, Bruce. You deserve it, man.
Can I ask another question, please?
Yes.
Oh, yes, absolutely, man.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We were talking about, the little guys having to make weight. I know we all know that heavyweights do not need to make weight, but I feel that there's always an optimum weight that a heavyweight performs at the best. Like, did you have an optimum weight that you preferred to fight at, where you felt your best at what weight? Like 219, 240, 220?
Yeah, in between 215 and 20. I don't care if you was 30, 40 pounds heavier than me. I mean, sometimes like somewhere around 215. In between 215 and 220. I didn't care if you was 60 pounds heavier than me. You get knocked out. It's with your teeth. Listen, and these guys, real quick, these young guys talking about them weights and this weight. I wouldn't care about the weight if I knew how to fight, if I knew how to block punches, if I knew the only way I get hit, if I make that mistake. So you just a couple of pounds heavy, okay. But when I know, and listen, you get in a fight and you have your skills, and the guy bigger than you, you'll knock him out. But in this situation, I do see the lack of skills in a lot of these young guys.
When you were fighting, did you look at the scale at all, or did you just how you felt?
It's really how you feel. I didn't care about no weight. I know the weight wasn't the thing with me. I knocked out about 5 guys like 50 pounds heavier than me, big, tall. Anders Eklund, what's the Jorge Gonzalez? He was 6'11". He was like 6'9", 6'10".
You beat him to death.
I love that. I love when you was heavier. I love when you was heavier than me. That was an advantage. Hey guys, to me that was an advantage. You could be heavier in long arms.
Yeah, they're slower. But in your era, because in today's era, I mean, all right, I've seen
easy fights.
I've seen some of your stats, and you did weigh in at like 219, 218 and stuff like that. In today's era, That's very light. You're just only 18 or 15.
Oh, I love them when they was bigger. I love them when they was 250, 60.
Yeah, because a lot of these fighters now are like I'm saying, 6'7", 6'8", and they're weighing like 270 pounds
Yeah.
easy. I'm just thinking, if you fought at the weight that you was in your era, in this era, you'd be considered quite small.
That would have been, I would have loved to.
Mm.
But let me tell you something too about these big guys and the tall 6'8", 9".
Yeah.
The fitness trainers are getting those guys ready. They're
Right.
big, but that sports medicine is getting those guys that's big and 6'9" and 6, getting them ready. Like Tyson Fury, he can
Yeah.
box pretty good. And I do believe those fitness guys are getting them in shape. A lot back in the day, a lot of those guys 6'9" and they were sluggish and big and didn't have too many skills. But a lot of things has changed. So I still would have loved to fight any of those guys. It was much easier for me.
Yeah. You would have wiped off all of our current
In
heavyweights.
shape.
Yeah. 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 You would have wiped out all of.
It was the defense. The defense, I would really believe in my defense. If I, I believe like if I didn't get hit, if I got hit, it was my mistake. I knew my hand was supposed to be here, and that was my mistake. So, my trainer really taught us good defense and good offense, but
Yeah.
defense was very important. Don't get hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I would say too. One guy I wish he could have fight. He didn't fight in your time, but I would have loved to see you against Big Daddy Bo, man. That would have been great.
We were supposed to fight. We were supposed to fight.
Yeah, I would have loved to see y'all fight.
Yo,
man.
he's
That
a
would have
big
been great.
dude. I ain't gonna lie. I would have to be in shape. I would
Yeah.
have to definitely be in shape. Yep. I would definitely have to be in shape with these guys. A lot of times my morale was low. I wasn't getting paid. My first 12 fights, I was in really good shape, and then everything went downhill when they sold us to Don King. But and I didn't really know how to train hard, like Holyfield. I would be unstoppable if I was trained like Evander Holyfield or Tyson.
Yeah.
I just trained regular training and then went into the ring.
Yeah. Well, he done well. He's 2-time heavyweight champ.
The skills helped me get there. The skills, and that's what a lot of these guys lack. They lack skills. They got heart. They throw hard punches, but you're gonna need to learn how to block and keep your hands in a position to counter back and everything. Keep them there. And that punch hit there, you can throw back. Now everybody just throwing punches with no defense. None of them. Yep.
Yeah. Who's your favorite current heavyweight at the moment, if you have one? Do you have one?
I feel bad because when they fight, I do look forward to seeing, but then I forget, like we talked about the fight that just happened. I was looking forward to watch it, but there's really nothing when I see the skills and stuff. There was nothing that really made me want to really go like Sugar Ray, like Tommy Hearns, like Tyson or something like that. And so that shows me that the way the industry is it's going down. Garcia, then I texted on Facebook or whatever it was. I said, Garcia, you got to back up what you're saying. He was saying a lot of negative stuff about the other guy. And I said, look, man, don't do that. Praise him. You're supposed to praise your opponent because that make you look better. Don't down him. Yeah, I've been in the old school. I said, look, I texted him on one of those networks and I said, look, praise him. Because if you down, he was this, I was drinking. I said, you never should have said that.
Yeah.
I said, you never should have said that. I was drinking and I still knocked them out. All that stuff. And I told him we should have never did that. Praise your opponent because it'll make you look way better if you say he was the best.
Did he respond to that? Any of that?
Shania, get the cord. My thing get ready to cut off. Hurry up. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Did he respond to any of that?
I've been so busy. I was cooking. Come get the wire.
Did he respond when you reached out to Ryan Garcia and told him that? Did he reply to you?
No, you know what, love? I didn't even check back yet because I was running around trying to get groceries.
I got you.
Plug that, trying to get groceries so I could cook and everything.
Yeah, I got you.
But I would love for him to hold on. Let me put this in here. There we go. Now we all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I told him, I said, you shouldn't. I text him. I wish I had it to send it to you, but
Yeah.
I told him, I said, look, you got to be humble. You can't say all those negative things about him. You got to say he was saying that he was drinking
I
before the
know he's
fight. What kind of stuff is that?
he's such a bitch ass. That's why I just can't really deal with
Oh
Ryan.
no, don't say
We
about the king.
No,
Come
but what
on.
about his management? No, go ahead and say no. Go ahead and finish. But was she right in a way? What about his management? They shouldn't even tell him to do that. They should tell him to praise his opponent because that's going to make him look good. Oh yeah, my Devin was a tough fox. I thought he was going to whip me. All that he said. Oh, I drunk beer.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like a clown show. Go ahead, everybody. Finish. So I got.
Yeah, he was.
Go
He
ahead.
was that because he was in the club 2 nights, in fight week. So he didn't take this thing serious at all. But he
Because
got
just in case he might lose, maybe he was thinking that way. Did anybody say that?
yeah.
Well, you gotta remember this, Tim. Like he beat Devin. A lot of people say he won 3, but technically they said he won 4 out of those 7.
Okay.
And I think Ryan knew Devin couldn't hurt him. And you know how it is when you're in the ring when somebody can't hurt you.
Okay.
That you could not you and really what he did was he pulled an Ali. You remember when Ali did that to Sonny Liston? He showed up to his house, come out, you big ugly bear.
Yeah.
Or even when Ali pulled even when Liston pulled the gun on him at the casino, they thought it was a real gun. Ali put his head. All he did was pull an Ali. He played crazy and got paid. I love it. And watch.
How old are you? Are you young? How old are you? The one.
I'm 33. I'm 33.
Oh, yeah, that's why you love it. I get it. You love it. Yeah.
No, the reason I love it, I'm gonna tell you why I love it. Lady Tim, because I need our sport to be where it used to be back when Tim fought, back when Muhammad fought. Remember the worldwide sports? We wanted to get like it used to because now boxing really lives on YouTube.
Yeah, but you can't say that you can't say what you've just said and then in one foul swoop negate and nullify by saying that Ryan's antics it was credible and we need boxing to go back to the old era where the old era had integrity and honor and fucking pride and respect.
Muhammad Ali had no respect. If you look at Muhammad, he had
what
no
you mean?
respect.
What you mean? What you mean?
No. What I'm saying when he was the mouth of the South, I'm talking about early on. When he was the mouth of the South, when he fought Henry and all those guys, Henry Cooper, he was known for his antics. That's why they knew Ali. He acted an ass at the Olympics.
Let me just give.
Wait a minute. That's not acting an ass. That's
I know.
Building.
When I'm saying that's building interest in him, I don't mean in a negative connotation. I'm just more or less saying he did that to make his name big. That's all.
No. But the difference is, sorry, can I just answer this question because that's kind of irritating me.
No problem.
The difference is with Muhammad Ali versus what Ryan Garcia. Ali cleared out fucking divisions, so he put he backed to his shit. Do you understand what he did? He could execute his shit in the ring. Ryan Garcia has accomplished nothing. He's never been a champion. He doesn't.
Well, he has a lot of doubt.
Hold on. He beat an undisputed champion. He beat an undisputed champion.
So what?
Hold on. This is the thing about it. This is what I want. This is what I'll say, and I'll let you go. The thing you got to understand is, let me say this, and I'm done.
Yeah,
you're going to romanticize the past because when you think of Muhammad Ali, you think about his social justice, 3-time world champion. Ryan's story isn't over. What I'm saying is don't be so quick to judge because we need Ryan to make the sport keep going because no matter what,
No, we don't.
Let me finish.
I wouldn't even pay for the fight. No, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I wouldn't even pay to watch him. I'll go to somebody else. Go ahead. I would go to somebody else. He's not somebody to really. I love the brother. Wait a minute. I love the brother, but I'm not going to pay to see him fight unless you get over. I'll go to somebody else's.
Thank you. And that's
go ahead. Now go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You got the right to speak.
All I'm saying is
he's not that big.
It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's good for us to see boxing on TMZ. We don't have a Howard Cosell anymore. We don't have a major journalist that they had back. We don't have that. We don't have that kind of support for boxing. I'm not saying it's right. Yeah, it's childish. It's a little bit him being a ham. I don't agree with that, but I can say I see why he did it. He just wanted to push his name up. That's all.
upstairs, Ali. I just saw him come up on my TV screen. It must have heard us from the heavens. He's heard you talking that from the heavens, and he's just come on my TV. Isn't
I
that?
don't think it's no comparison with this
Not as a
situation.
fighter, not as a fighter. I'm talking about the antics because when he fought Sonny Liston, those were antics. Sonny Liston thought the man was crazy. Ask Bruce. Sonny Liston thought that man was crazy. That's how crazy he was acting.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
What you tell him, Bruce? Am I lying, Bruce? Didn't Sonny think that Ali was crazy?
Sonny is a tough dude. He actually, I don't know. I don't know.
No, Sonny
know crazy people.
Sonny thought Ali was nuts. Sonny wasn't afraid of anybody, but a crazy man made Sonny think twice, and Sonny thought Ali was nuts.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, I just don't. I get the correlation that you're trying to make, but I just can't really put Ryan Garcia in that same kind of category.
I like him. He's nice looking movie star.
He's not in that category by no means. I'm just saying the antic is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he copied the antics. That's what I'm saying. Not him as a fighter.
I'm not sure if Ryan's not really crazy anyway. I'm not sure if
I think he's crazy, Bruce. I think he's crazy. He is.
Yeah,
I know some crazy people. I know some crazy people. He's trying to sell his. He's trying to sell himself. He's trying to sell himself without putting up a really hard fight. Now he just got finished. Losing to he just got finished.
Tank Davis.
Tank.
Yeah, he got finished. Devontae, yeah. Mm-hmm. So now he got to find his way back. But to me, that's not the right way to do it. You got to be more aggressive, more stronger, more harder, and you got your speech can mess you up also. Your speech when you talking. So,
yeah, I just didn't respect the fact that you agreed to fight at 140 and then you let the cat out of the bag that you never had the intentions to ever fight to make that weight, and you decided to come in at 143 pounds on purpose because you wanted the advantage over Devin. Now, if this is why I don't put the antics in with the same shit with Ali, because that was dishonorable. If you are who you say you are, Ryan Garcia, a dope fighter, that you're gonna fight the former undisputed champ, as in Devin Haney, your skills are supposed to fucking cash checks that your ass should be able to fucking cash.
Hey, she know more boxing than some dudes I know. Good.
Hey, I get what you're saying. I'll just say that I don't want you to think I'm making a direct correlation between the great Muhammad Ali, because I think Muhammad Ali is the second greatest heavyweight of all time. So I don't ever want to disrespect Ali. I would never disrespect Ali. I think Joe Louis is the best, and I think Ali's right there. So I'm just saying the antics of it. That's all I'm saying. Just the antics.
Yeah. I get, like I said, I get the correlation. But yeah, I just think that even though Ali did all of that stuff, he had the skills to he didn't try. He's a heavyweight, so he didn't need to make weight. But that if you would have moved that situation into today's situation, that would have been Ali pretending that he was going to make a certain weight and then not do it. Ali just played the crazy game, but he fought with his skills. Whereas Ryan Garcia, if you think you're that good, you don't have to dupe another person. Like what Tim just said, he didn't care.
That was bad. He didn't care if people were 30 pounds over him. He knew that as long as he had a tight defense and he wasn't going to get hit, he could beat the other guy 9 times out of 10. Well, Ryan, if you think you can beat the other guy, why do you have to do it by cheating? Listen, give me 15 seconds. This is where the management and the promoters have to direct Ryan Garcia and what to say. They shouldn't let him just freely saying things. Now he can say some personal, whatever he want to, but something like what he just said, like when I was fighting, I was being told to help with my feedback.
Yeah.
When you talk back to the media. So he shouldn't have down his opponent. He should have built him up. What that does, that make him don't look is like he didn't, won against
Yeah.
a big guy. Oh, he act like, I was drinking.
Yeah.
I would, if I was in this corner, I would have said, no, man, that fight was hard, man.
Yeah.
Man, Devin Haney hit me with that shot. I would
Yeah.
have lied,
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
gave it away, and I did that on Facebook. I texted him back saying, yo, you should have praised your opponent. Tell
Always.
everybody that he was hard, he was tough. What did he do,
Yeah.
guys? What did he do?
He did the opposite. He could have said that was a tough fight, but I might have made it look easy to you guys, but it was a tough fight. He should have said something like that was down the middle, instead of just saying, yeah, well, I drank, Devin can't hit, Devin can't punch, I should now be pound for pound. No, you can't be pound for pound if you said the belts don't matter. Coming in at the agreed weight doesn't matter. So if all those things don't matter, then therefore you do not qualify to be pound for pound. Because if you were so interested in being pound for pound and being a champion, you would have abided by the rules to be able to qualify for those accolades, sir.
Lady Chin, let me ask you this.
Wait. Give me 3 seconds.
My mistake. Go ahead.
No. And you know what's wrong? The problem is the management and them not telling him, Garcia, the right thing to say after the fight. That's why we got this problem, or people not liking him or do like him. When he made those statements afterwards, the people that promoting the manager guys are supposed to tell him, don't say stuff like that. Go ahead. They told me what to say. Don't say this. Let's say that. Promote your guy who you fight. It makes him look bad. Oh, it was easy. I was drinking.
Yeah.
That's bad. Go ahead.
No, what you said is a great point. I don't think they have media training the same way they did back in your day. They don't have.
Say that again.
I said I don't believe they have media training the way they did back in your day. Like they used to have media training to tell you how to talk to the press, to tell you the kind of questions.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with boxing. That's what's wrong with it.
That's what's wrong with all sports, because they don't put the same type of time and effort into them. What I'll say is this: what Ryan earned my respect. If you watch on the replay, when he was in there beating Devin to death, he was signaling, "Stop the fight! Stop the fight! I don't want to hurt him." I don't know if you've seen in that silver round.
I gotta look at the whole fight.
He was
just an act. That could have been just an act.
It could have been, but I'm just saying I gave him a lot of respect because he didn't want to hurt Devin.
Or maybe he didn't want to get hit with a shot later.
No, Devin already went down 4 times. Devin had already been down like twice by then.
Well, he did say he wanted to kill him, so I don't know how empathetic he really was. What's empathetic?
Well, that's what Bill said. Bill said we want. Yeah, so I think, and this is what happens when boxing and personal mixes, which is a very dangerous thing.
Yeah.
It should never be personal. It should never be, I want to kill somebody or anything. That's
Who
to
said
me.
That?
They both did.
You know what Devin said? I'll tell you exactly what Devin said because I wrote it down, man. He said, "I'll end this pussy. It's over." I thought Ryan was going on, and Devin says, "I'll end this pussy. It's over."
Yeah, you don't talk like that. That's you don't talk like that.
So Devin Haney said that. Devin Haney said that.
Devin Haney said that.
That's just talk.
That's just talk, though. Just to say I end this.
Yeah, that's just talk.
No big deal. It's Ryan Garcia was going, I want to kill him. I want him. I want him.
That's talk too.
No, Ryan's a whole different element in boxing, man. Because I go around and I get 1 million boxing T-shirts. That's what I wear. When people see me, they know I'm the box. They start talking about boxing, and you'd be surprised how many of these people that I see. They mentioned Ryan Garcia. This was before Ryan Garcia just won. This was before he even fought Tank Davis. He's big with these young kids. They don't know who fucking they don't know anybody except Ryan Garcia and Jake Paul. They kind of know a little bit and they're learning, but as far as drawing them to boxing, and they're saying it with a straight face. Hey, you think Jake Paul and Mike Tyson going to be a good fight? And I'm like, I said Tyson's going to kill him, and and they'll start talking about Ryan Garcia. And man, and right now, I can only imagine Ryan just won. He just upset the year.
For the casuals.
Yeah, to me, what?
That's revitalizing boxing, man. That's bringing a whole new element.
Yeah, I just don't
I didn't
respect.
think. I didn't. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, you go ahead, Tim.
No, I was just saying that
We're all polite around here.
I really wasn't fascinated over none of that.
Me
Go
either.
ahead. Go ahead.
Me either. I just don't respect it. I'm a little bit older than the gentleman at the bottom, to the left of me. So I can still.
That's the only one you're older than in here, Lady Chan.
Well, he's 33.
Me and Tim got AARP cards in our pocket for Christ's sake.
I know. So yeah, I know. But I think his era is the more of the social media era where all these boxers. The reason why
You gotta respect them for that.
the reason why there isn't media training, because it would just go out of the window, because everybody just says what they want to say on Instagram and Twitter. So you could have your PR officer telling you don't say this and don't say that. All of these little Disney cats running around, these Disney boxers, right? Once they've got an issue, they just go straight to Twitter, talk all their business, say shit that they shouldn't be saying. So that's why it's a different type of vibe than it was 30 years ago. These cats are lame.
Yeah, when she's telling the truth, because they should be playing a part in these boxers' lives. They should be going to the training camp. Dennis Rappaport, the promoter that represented Jerry Cooney, came to the camp. He hit the heavy bag. He didn't run with us, but he was there with us. He gave me everything I needed. I was really abused by Don and them, and then when I didn't know how to treat or act towards nice, I'm not nice, but try to. He was a good guy. He was giving me everything I need. He had a bodyguard. He had sparring partners. He was paying. I was like, and then he gave me a $50,000 bonus after a fight. That never happened. I was like, and I still didn't train. I didn't train. I won some fights and I didn't. And that led me to, I felt really bad. I apologized to him. I said, you know what, Dennis? I'm really sorry. I wish I would have I just needed somebody to snap me out of it, being ripped off and stuff. So, these guys need to keep the same stuff that we was doing instead of all this stuff that they doing, like pre-fight and post-fight.
Yeah, they won't though. It's never going to go back to the golden era. So people need to just cut it out and stop comparing. It's not going to go back to that, because
I'm thinking it's never going to go back to that.
Yeah,
I'm liking what's going on though. I'm really big. I mean, boxing is fucking exploding right now. I've never seen cards as stacked as this. And I go back to the Tim Witherspoon days. Don King never put on cards like they're going to put on the 1st of June and on the 3rd of August.
Yeah, he did.
Awesome. You can count them on your fingers, Lady Chan.
Riddick Bowe Holyfield card stacked.
Not like this, man. Not like this. I'm sorry. I've seen Don King put on cards with.
We paid the way for this to happen. We paid the way for this.
He had a stacked card too, but they weren't like this. This Turki Al Sheikh is putting on freaking 8-hour events.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, Bruce. Me and you always. You see me on my.
It's mind-boggling. You want
to tell them to get me over to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, you need to go over there.
You're going to tell them to get me over to Saudi Arabia. Tell them to give me a call.
and you're going to have to bring your advisor, Tim. That's me, your spiritual advisor. So
and I'll be your personal analyst.
Hey, come on.
Let's all go as a camp. What are you going to do, young buck?
Is that
you be our social? You be our social media handler.
He's the guy that's going to carry the reefer for us to get over.
No, he'll be our.
I'm gonna be the mule, huh?
He'll be our social media handler.
He's going to have to stick about 6 of these vapes up his ass and get through customs.
Yeah, and make sure you do the social media for us, because that's the area that you love. So
Hey, I'll say this, Lady Chan. I appreciate being on the panel with you, and I appreciate, of course, my brother Bruce. And hey, Tim, I always tell fighters I grew up watching.
But you got to go. You got to go.
No, I don't got to go. I'm just saying. I just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate you guys. But I'm just saying.
Likewise.
How long we got, Bruce?
Terrible, Tim. If you want to stick around for me, man, I'll ask my wife if I can stay up past my bedtime, and we can go as
No,
long as you
15.
want, brother.
It's 3:37. You want to pull out of here around what about another 10 minutes?
Yeah, we'll give it another 20. We'll give it another 15,
20 minutes.
or
Okay,
so.
okay.
I gotta let the PM weed kick in, man. You know, and
Okay.
Let the PM weed kick in.
I got the hottest broad on YouTube out here. I got a former 2-time heavyweight champ, and
Is
I got
that
the
a picture?
kid over here, man.
That's not their picture, is it?
Yeah, that's me. Yes, it is me.
Let me
I
put
don't
the
know why she's
glasses-
not coming up, man. She's a beautiful lady, Tim.
That's what I'm.
Because
Whoa, that's not you, is it?
I'm in my night clothes. I'm in my night clothes.
So
Hey,
what
we
part
can
of
get
what part of the
some around here.
UK? What part of the UK?
Tim, you'll have to go on my channel and you'll see that's me in real life. I do live shows. It's me.
That is you right there.
Yes, Bruce. You know
No.
that's me. Bruce knows me. That's me.
I'm not sure, Lady Chan. I don't know, man. I'm not sure either. I think
What part of the UK you from?
I'm London.
Okay, I was in Surbiton. For a while.
no, Lady Chan's a beautiful lady, man. She looks just like
I
that.
can
She
tell.
wears blue lipstick, and you know, every time I thought of her, I'm not going to say that, but man, I'll tell you, she's a sweetheart.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. You're sweet. You're making me blush now. Jeez, that's why I can't come up because I'm blushing.
Yeah, I was in London.
I appreciate. So, are you in the UK now, Tim?
No, I'm outside of Philadelphia. I've been here for a
Oh.
while. Yeah, I might be over.
Yeah, because you said it was 3:30, and that's the time it is here. So I thought you was over here. About why you?
No,
leave.
it's 10. It is
10:37.
10:38. Yeah.
Yeah, 3:38 here. Crazy, isn't it?
But that's my second home. That's my second home. If there's any other place I would live, I would go over there because I was over there. My daughter's from there. Her she got siblings over there, and then I got a grandson over there in Barnsley.
Oh,
Yeah, how about giving us a good Tyson Fury story when you're over there with him? You got one you haven't told us?
Who you talking about?
You and the Gypsy King.
Real quick.
Story.
The thing is that when I think we were in Ireland, but when and over in the UK, I did see him bumping a couple of times. But in Ireland, there was the show called Lord of the Rings, and we had to go there and do something over there. But I met him over there. But I learned about the gypsies that that they don't call the police when they have a problem. They handle it themselves. They got a head person, and it's like a tribe thing. The gypsies, and they respect. I like their motivation. She might say something different, but I like the way they had things together. If there's a fight, they handle it on their own. This is what I was told, but I seen it happen one time. They it's like their own tribe, and I don't think the real English people, they like them, but it's like this. Now tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're right. You got it right.
Okay.
They do have their own what's it? What's the word for when you're in like your own parliament, your own shit? They've got their own judicial system within.
Yeah. They got their own king or whatever.
Yeah, but in the UK, they're seen as also annoying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they come in and destroy your business and then
destroy
move
our
on
shit.
to the next.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You explain because you're from there. Go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it in one. You say it. They destroy shit. They camp outside in a park or something, leave all their trash and cause a nuisance. Then they get evicted and move over to the next park or piece of land and do the same shit.
Well, this is what I heard. Look, I love all of them. I was there with what all different English people, and the gypsies were pretty good towards me. And that's what all I was told was what they do. They come in and get the resources, then move on to another one and get the resources. I'm just telling you what I was told. But meeting them, they treated me pretty good. I never had no problems with them. But I know you being over there had your own personal feelings with the gypsies, but that's what I heard.
They're good people. Overall, no.
Okay.
People, but it's just at times they could be like a bit of a nuisance. That was all.
Okay.
But overall,
I heard that from other people. I heard that.
You're prejudiced against them over there, Lady Chan?
It's kind of like
prejudice. Yeah, they did. Is that Hasim Ratman watching Was Hasim Rutman there at the fight with you with that when you was fighting Holmes? Is that Rutman in the crowd?
He was too young.
Oh, he
I
looked
think.
that looks like Hasim Rutman.
That was 1982.
That looked like Rock. Oh my god, I was like, is that Rock there?
No, The Rock wasn't.
Rock's only 52, 51.
He
Yeah.
is.
He young, yeah. He looks like Hasim Rutman. I have to send that to Rock and say, yo,
Shout out to my brother De Niro out there, man. Appreciate you coming in here, brother. De Niro won the trivia contest last week, so you know.
Oh,
hi, De Niro. Hi, yeah, he's one of my he's one of my guys as well. Hi, De Niro.
Hey, we're a family out here, man. You know, I do. YouTube to me now has just become so informative because back in the day, man, I used to buy Ring Magazine and Knockout and Boxing Illustrated. That's the only way I got my boxing news. And you know, I thought I knew a lot, but I didn't know shit. Now I'm listening to freaking Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather go at it on Twitter.
yeah, I'm gonna go back and listen to that.
So you know, just so much. I'm at the press conference this afternoon in New York to announce this huge card in Los Angeles. I mean, it's just amazing the shit that's at our fingertips now and how much we know about boxing. And these kids now, they're gonna blow me away. And you know, I'm not gonna be around, but you know, people think I know a lot about boxing. You know, people they give me a lot of comeuppance for what I know. These guys, if they can retain the shit that they're knowing today, they're gonna be real historians, like Bert Sugar kind of historians. You know, there's just so much available information. And these boxing fans, man, I get on these chats and they know so much and retain so much. It blows me away, and because there's so much happening. Even tonight, there was live fighting on ProBox.
Yeah,
you know,
ProBox TV. Yeah, I was watching it.
I didn't catch it. You know, I'm doing the live instead, and you know, watching my Facebook on and keeping my eye with. But anyway, there's just so much happening in boxing now. I get up in the morning, bang, I'm watching boxing. I'm talking YouTube. I go to bed. I'm listening to Reggie Owens. I mean, it's so funny, 24/7. You know, and I'm fortunate enough to have a fucking heavyweight champ of the world, Terrible Tim Witherspoon, my friend, come on here, do a show with me. The gorgeous Lady Chan coming on here.
Welcome.
You know, Angel Diaz on here for a little bit. BVO was on here.
Yeah, we did a good job. I like that.
Yeah,
she know more than a lot of men. I'm telling you. I swear. She do.
I just love the sport, and I always learn from like people like Bruce. It's class in session. Bruce, blood boxing. I learn a lot from these guys, and I love the sport a lot. So I'm forever. I always say I'm a student.
You ever do any sports?
Oh yeah, I used to run track. I used to play a bit of basketball.
Oh, you in good shape then. Okay.
I used to play cricket. I used to play. I was an athlete all round.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just didn't box. But yeah, I did karate. I did it all. But I ran 100-meter track, 200 meters, 400 relay. Yeah, I did all of those types.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah. So we always. I grew up watching boxing from the age of 5. So we always hear, myself and other people, we always listen to Bruce tell us everything about boxing that he knows. And yeah, like he said, like he's doing this all from memory. Like, so I don't want to say after you go, Bruce, because I don't want to think about that. But you know, like moving forward, people, what he's saying is that a lot of the younger people can consume so much boxing because there's YouTube now. We can go back into archives and stuff like that. So, there's a lot, isn't there, Bruce, to consume, isn't there?
You know, I had to have fights on VCR tapes, and they'd get eaten up. The sun would get them; they'd melt. Somebody would borrow them. Now, right there, right on YouTube, you can. Yeah. I could go watch Tim Witherspoon and Andrew Galata from 1984. Oh my God!
Yeah.
You know,
we were talking about Galata the other day about his meltdown. When I was doing a show the other day, we were talking about Ryan Garcia about fighters that had meltdowns. So we did the Buster Douglas, Andrew Galata. We did. We even put Anthony Joshua in there because he had a meltdown. You know, just everybody that had little like things.
When did he melt down? When did Anthony melt down? I was trying to help him at one point.
He had a meltdown after the second Usyk fight where he took he took the mic off Usyk.
Oh yeah, remember when he talked crazy? I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was talking how he should have won the fight.
I think he's the best boxer, but he still lacked. He's the best boxer, but he lacked defense.
He's my favorite.
But I'll tell you what, he had like a little bit of a lull, but he's right back again.
He throws those combinations good, but he lacked defense. That's
defenses, but yeah, this is what I'm saying, Tim. This is what they need. I don't know why they don't get cats like you guys, the OG. Like
Tim's out there. He's out there for hire.
Hey, I don't even want to be in the corner. Let me come in there and straighten you out. What's
I know. I don't understand. I've tried to reach out. I've hung out with certain boxers, and we're like, all right, they all say the same thing. Let's hit up Anthony Joshua. Let's hit up Deontay Wilder. And these guys don't either respond to their DMs or look at it and don't reply. It's like they feel like they don't need to. Like I don't understand. George Foreman's reached out. Roy Jones Jr.'s reached out various to these guys, and they all just don't seem to want to have, you know, the OG's help. It's crazy to me.
I understand like Roy Jones and George Foreman. It was certain things that that they lacked also, but they were successful. And Roy Jones wasn't really a defensive fighter. No, he moved a lot, which he didn't get hit. Yeah. You know, but if he slowed down, it would be a little bit of trouble for him. George Foreman was big and strong, and you had Jimmy Young stop him. But he was strong. That George Foreman could punch.
He was coming. Who does George Foreman style defense with the cross arm guard? I've seen it only.
Yeah, he didn't fully. Sometimes he didn't fully pull it up here like this. He just let it hang a little bit.
Yeah.
So he didn't fully get. If I was his trainer, I would tell him to keep it up here. Because he had it like this. You can go down here after you get tired or you get relaxed or working with somebody. But it's supposed to be up here, and this supposed to be across the body down. It's supposed to be across the body down here.
Yeah.
And when the body shots come, you let you. Yeah. When the body shots come, you lean and catch the body shot that way. So that's really. I know those defense. I was good at them. I was taught by the best.
But Archie Moore had that cross arm defense. And
he was kind of loose too.
Ken Norton used it.
Have you noticed that no new cats, none of our era uses it. Only Dillian White.
Once in a while you see Tyson Fury use it, but very, very seldom.
Tyson, he don't do nothing. I never seen him do anything like that little shell stuff.
I tell you who
I saw him use the cross arm a few times, but
I tell you who used the cross arm. Dillian White against Jermaine Franklin?
I was trying to help him. I was trying to reach out to Dylan. He did it.
Yeah, he did it against Jermaine Franklin because under Buddy McGirt, Buddy told him that would be his best defense because you know his chin. Once he gets that uppercut, his lights switch off. So,
well, let me say this. See, Buddy McGirt don't know nothing about the cross arm. He's a really good boxer. He never did it when he was fighting.
No.
So Buddy McGirt, because he won, and a lot of other trainers, I hate to say it, but because of the boxer won, they won, and other people they can send people to them to train them, but they probably won't be able to train them to the fullest. But that's how they won. And Emmanuel Stewart, who I love, Tommy Hearns was winning. Tommy Hearns was knocking guys out. But when I see Emmanuel Stewart trying to work the pads and stuff, I was like, wow, I didn't know because my trainer and them, they was kind of cool. My trainer told me, I'm going to leave it alone because he passed away. I love Emmanuel Stewart, but you never really seen him doing pad work. And Tommy Hearns is retired and he got hit a lot. He can't communicate like he was. So he didn't have a good defense. You got to teach defense and offense. Now go ahead, take it away.
Yeah.
I love all those guys. I love them.
Yeah. This is the thing. Did you ever because when you was fighting, I don't think anybody would know, like for instance, nobody would have known that Riddick Bowe would be so punch drunk.
He got hit a lot.
He got hit a lot.
Yes, he did. He was big. But count the punches. Go back and watch the videos.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, a lot. Did you
I'll go-
was that ever a worry for yourself? Once you
No, I had a teacher that taught me defense. I had a teacher
yeah,
that taught me defense.
not
You
being hit.
know,
Yeah, but you still got hit. Everybody gets hit, right?
um, I got hit when I made a mistake,
Yeah,
and I did get hit sometimes. But my hands were always, if somebody was really aggressive and good at it, I
yeah,
made sure I kept my hands closer to my body.
yeah,
And plus that defense is not just effective in the boxing match, but it's also in the gym and sparring. And I mean, a lot of
But
these
that's
guys.
where you practice. That's where you
Yeah,
practice.
but a lot of guys with poor defense get ruined in the gym.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
yeah,
Riddick Bowe, he took some hellacious beatings in the gym. Freddy's
yeah,
talk about that all the time. The Kronk gym. That's where Thomas
yeah.
Hearns.
Understood.
I mean, when Emmanuel Stewart would take off, there'd be guys like Andrew Toney and McClellan going
Yeah,
at it in the ring. They have those on film. And, Andrew's
Listen,
Emmanuel Stewart
Bruce,
was driving
Bruce, if
crazy.
you saying when a man should take off, they be banging
Yeah, well,
each
that's
other? No, but let me tell you something. Emmanuel Stewart, and I love Emmanuel. Once he taught them, whether he there or not, they should execute that defense, don't get hit and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, so when he not there, they getting hit more, right?
well, boys will be boys, and when you get in the gym and you're not.
Uh-oh, she left. She left.
First of all, sparring is supposed to be for correcting yourselves, for improving your skills, learning, improvement. You're not supposed to be in there to beat the shit out of your opponents. And,
No, you
and
supposed
we're
to pick
just
it up though. You supposed to
yeah,
pick it
you
up.
can take it up, but it shouldn't be a war, man. You get paid. You don't get paid to win your game. Teach your opponents
It's
up.
when you got sparring partners, you supposed to put out, Bruce. You supposed to put out, and if you hurt them, you got to back off. Now, it's their fault if they don't have a trainer that teach them how to block punches. You hiring them to be your sparring partner. You're paying them. Now, if you hurt them and stuff like that, you either send them back home or get somebody else that's tough. So that's really what I did. I mean, I sparred with Bert Cooper and Alan McCall at the same time. They
And
ripped my
when
behind.
they try to take your head off or what? When
They
they try to
whipped
take
my
your head
butt
off,
until I got in shape. They whipped my butt until I got in shape. And when I got in shape, the table turned.
yeah, yeah,
well,
Alan
can you
McCall and Bert Cooper.
yeah.
They
well,
was
can you see
whipping my
somebody
behind.
without the defense that you have taking those shots every day in the
I wouldn't be
gym?
able to. I wouldn't be able to have this conversation on
Yeah,
this show.
that's
I
why
Exactly.
wouldn't
I'm
be able
shocked.
to have this conversation. And I thank my trainer Slim for
Yeah,
teaching me how to do defense and offense.
yeah, because there's a lot of
They're missing it
sad.
today.
Yeah,
Yep. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah,
They missing it.
yeah. The defense that like everybody's like for instance, you got fighters like Joe Joyce that their defense is their offense. So they walk through shots. Their chin, they're like, oh, my chin can stand the test of time until your chin just doesn't, and then they're on the floor. So I'm just saying, instead of people thinking that their chin your chin does need to be elite to be an elite fighter, but so does your defense. And I think that's missing a lot with these
It is. It is.
defense.
Boxing is defense and offense.
Yeah,
You teach defense just as much as you teach offense. Nowadays, you got guys that only know offense and they don't have
yeah.
no defense.
No
I'm
defense.
looking right at it. I'm looking right
Yeah,
at it.
yeah. And that's why they're gonna end up punchy.
Hey, it's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a big shame. Hopefully they don't, but I'm just saying it's a strong possibility that they will if they don't
Yep.
get.
It's a sad part of the game, and I see that. I see fighters today. They see the fighters of yesteryear, and they don't want to be like that. They
Yeah,
don't want to swear in their words. They don't want to be broke. They want to fight for the bag. They don't care about the titles. They don't care about legacy. They want to make their $15 million fights, the $20 million fights,
yeah,
and
yeah.
retire with generational wealth.
There's nothing wrong with that, but
No, there's not. But it ain't the boxing that we grew up with.
No, that's done. That boxing that everybody grew up with, that's done. That's why I
That's
said
gone.
never ever,
I'm
unfortunately.
surprised she knew this stuff. I'm just saying. She down on it. She hanging in there with us. How often do you have you to be doing podcasts?
I usually go twice a week, once a week definitely.
Okay.
Then I have guests. So I'd
You
love to
have
have you on as well. I have guests.
you have your own show.
I have my own show. Yeah, I have
Just
my,
call me. Call Bruce. Call me. I'll go. I'll do
yeah.
something.
Bruce always comes by and swings by, but I'd love you to come on my
Oh,
show.
go ahead, Bruce.
It, it'd be a pleasure. We've had Hasim Rahman a few times. I've
Whoa.
Kenny Bayless, Roy Jones Jr. I've had
Whoa, there's some good. You had Roy on your show.
yeah, I had Roy on my show.
Can I get your autograph, girl?
Can I have yours? Can I have yours? We'll swap autographs. Let's swap.
Okay.
I've had Jack Reese. I've had Jack Reese is the referee. I've had like Shane Mosley. I've had everyone near enough.
Wow, that's
I'm
cool.
humbled. I'm humbled and honored that everybody comes on my show.
And you know your stuff.
I think maybe that's why they come on my show, because they all tell me that. They're like, oh, we just thought you looked good, so we came on just on that. And then when we got on your show, we realized that you actually know some boxing. Actually,
You blow their minds with your knowledge of the game.
See, the brother that was on just now, he was okay, but
Yeah.
she knew more than him.
No.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Why should I lie?
We all know our fair share. He would know.
No. And look, Bruce. I love the brother.
You don't want to judge people over here who knows the most.
Wait a minute. I love that brother. Wait a minute, Bruce. I love him.
I'm gonna give you one of these.
I'm just telling you, I feel like she know more about certain
certain
things than he did.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not saying that because she's a woman
Bruce,
and beautiful. No,
Bruce, leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's
we all know how intelligent you are in the boxing.
He did good. He did good.
We don't want to say you know more than BBO. BBO's he's a boxing scholar in his own right, bro.
Yeah, he knows his boxing.
Has he ever fought before?
Well,
No.
I don't know, man, but if he runs into you with a mouth like that, he'd probably get into his first fight.
Yeah,
no, he's a cool dude.
Watches a lot and stuff.
Yeah, everybody comes down here with a cool dude. We have nothing but love, man, and nothing but love, and we're all trying.
That's all I'm showing.
We're all students of the game, bro. We're all students.
No, I just knew that he was younger but I knew he was going to say he was in his early 30s just because of what he was saying. So I knew, and that's why I was like, how old are you? And he was like 33. And I was like, okay, that's why you can see it from this, no disrespect, he can see it from that age's perspective. And I can learn from that age's perspective, and I can give him my perspective
love the brother
from my age. And you can give me your perspective, Bruce, from your age. And Tim Witherspoon can give me, so it's not a disrespect. Everybody's got errors, and I seem to be a bit closer to you guys' error. And I even though I'm younger than you guys, but he's a lot younger than me as well. So I may know more things than him on that.
I could tell in this conversation.
And he may know more things than me on a different.
That you seem to fit. Maybe because I went over to England and came back but you seem to know better things. Bruce, I'm just saying, I love that brother, but she talk more understandable about certain things.
Everyone says that. I hang out with Ronnie Shields. I meet when Ronnie comes here, my uncle Ronnie, he comes on my show.
You didn't know that, Bruce?
His wife always says, his wife sits there, Auntie Mona, and she goes, I am, when you and my husband are speaking, she's just like, it's like you've known boxing since you was in the womb. She says, nobody can hang with my husband and talk boxing. He usually gets bored because he finds out they don't really know anything. You, all day long, she just sits there and watches me and Uncle Ronnie talk. These are legends, and they all tell me they love speaking to me about boxing because they seem to think that I know about boxing. So I must know something, Bruce.
Oh, I can tell you. I can tell you.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not questioning anybody's boxing knowledge, but I like to keep us all on even keel. I don't know more than you do. I don't know more than Tim.
You know way more. Bruce, stop. Bruce, stop. You've forgotten more boxing than I even know. Then I even know.
That's the old saying. You know, that's the
Well,
old saying.
I go talk to Scrapbook Boxing and the boxing
Oh, I love
librarian.
him. He
And
teaches me a lot.
I'm humbled when I talk to those guys. I
Me
don't
too.
say anything, man. You know,
I know.
I listen and I learn stuff. You
Yeah,
know,
me
and
I
we all do. We all do, man. We all
He
do.
comes over to my lives and says hello, and I'm always so flattered when Scrapbook, because he is the goat of like all archives. So I go and click on his channel, and it's just like classes in session. I have no problem with saying somebody knows way more about boxing than
No,
I
and
do.
then there was a guy
Okay, I
named
like
Curtis.
that. I like that. I
There was,
like
there was a guy
that.
named Curtis Anderson who passed away, and there was pictures up there in the corner.
Yeah, I know
See,
that. Yeah, he passed
I mean,
away a few years back.
bro, Kurt was the man. Kurt
Yeah,
was
he's the man.
he
I used
was
to
a
listen.
boxing scholar.
Yeah, I used to
I
listen
mean,
to.
you know, they had trivia contests in New York that they wouldn't even let Kurt participate in because he was going to ace him. You know,
He was
he
gonna.
was a winner.
I don't want to.
He was my man.
Yeah.
When I spoke boxing to Kurt, when I spoke with Kurt Anderson, I learned things all the time.
Me,
You know,
yeah. When
and he would pick my brain. He knew I was from Rhode Island. He'd ask me about Jimmy Birchfield, about Vinny Paz.
Birchfield. Okay.
This
You
is
know,
what I'm saying. I don't want to speak to anybody in boxing that I can't learn from. It's pointless.
Okay. I like that. I like
well,
that.
you know, yeah.
I need to be the least person that knows. If there's a group of us, all right, I may know something maybe more than one person, but the other three, you've got to know. You've got to be able to teach me. You got to be able to teach me, because that's the only way we're gonna grow.
And I understood. Listen, I like the way the young man, or he was trying. I like, but I could tell. Listen, Bruce, I could tell the difference in their conversations. And I was not really. I was shocked. Like, oh, look at Bruce. Look what he's doing. but I'm saying,
Medicine.
I felt like he was more business, and she was business and boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was more business and boxing.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I talked to him, and he was talking some. I don't know, say not immature,
More
but
of a man, from a younger perspective.
right. There you go.
Just
There
from a
you
younger
go.
perspective,
See, there you go. That's all of not somebody of our thing.
Yeah.
And he can learn and build himself up and compete. But when he started talking, I could sense that. The way he talked, the different things. And he's a good brother too. He's a good brother.
Oh yeah, you know.
He's a nice cat. I've seen him before.
He absorbs.
Oh, you seen him before?
He had me on his
I've seen
show.
one
Yeah.
on panel before. Yeah, he's a nice lad. I've never spoken to him before, but that's the first time I've seen him on a panel.
You have to go grace his panel sometimes because he's always dropping links and hey man, you know that's what we should do. That's what we do. We all make each other better, stronger, and we entertain each other too. That's
Hey, Bruce, do you see that square block right there with our pictures in it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, who is that guy, that black guy up there in the corner?
That's Curtis Anderson.
That's who?
Kurt Anderson. Kurt Anderson. That's a boxing historian who passed away, and you know he's one of the guys who I really idolize on YouTube. I don't think there aren't too many of them, but I talk Scrapbook, I talk the boxing librarian, and I talk Curtis Anderson. But Curtis was on a different level. I used to talk to him on the side. I related more to Curtis than any of the other guys.
Oh, he was the GOAT. Listen, he was the GOAT with knowledge. GOAT. He passed away about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Passed away on February 22nd.
Did he ever fight or anything?
February 2nd, 2022.
He never fought before.
The Kurt did amateurs, didn't he? Did he did amateur boxing? Did he turn pro? Bruce?
No, he never turned pro.
Amateur, right? He was an amateur.
Yeah. He boxed as an amateur. He trained a lot of guys, but he was a historian. His father was a boxing fan and a historian, and it went from the tree to the fruit, you know, as they say. And he was just a chip off the old block. And he knew what his father knew, and he attended so many fights. He saw Saad Muhammad.
You want to go 5 more minutes, and then so I can go clean up and stuff.
Oh, we've been here for 2 hours. The time is totally blown away on me, bro. I didn't realize we had so long,
listen, if you just call Bruce or call me Lady Chang.
Put your number in the private chat. Do you know how to do that? And then I'll just take it like that. Do you know how to?
How you do? Oh, private chat. I want everybody to know my number.
Private chat. No, it's private.
Oh, I know
chat.
what you're talking about. I'll do
Send it
that.
to her, Bruce.
Yeah,
Send it to
put
her.
it in private chat, Bruce, and I'll screen print it now, and then I'll.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish
and
cleaning
then
up and cooking
we'll
because I
have a lot
didn't.
of time, Bruce, and Bruce, you'll have
Yo,
to well.
she knows
Bruce,
some. Bruce, she knows some stuff.
Hang on. I got to
I'll have
I
to.
like the way the other guy was talking,
Mhm.
but it was a little bit different than hers. It was a
Yeah,
little bit
I
different.
think it's because a lot of people don't expect it because I'm a woman first and foremost, and then
Uh-oh.
I think that's what it is. And I'm a Virgo, so I really like data and facts. That's what it is. I'm a bit of a nerd like that. Yeah,
She said she a Virgo.
yeah, I'm a Virgo, so we're a bit nerdy when it comes to facts, stats, and data. I like to
So you
analyze.
down in London? You down in London?
Yeah, I'm down in London.
Okay.
I'm actually going to be on I just tell it to you. You guys, it's only us. Hopefully, it's just us. Well, I just got a position in with like Talksport. They're like Sky.
Whoa.
So, yeah, so they want me to come
Yo,
and
Bruce, that's big.
be an analyst over there.
What's his name? That's my man. I forgot his name. I forget. Oh
Simon Jordan, Gareth
no,
Davies,
no. He was dealing with the boxers.
who was he British?
Yeah.
Don Charles?
No.
Not,
I forget.
What was
not
he? Black
Joe.
guy, white guy?
No, he was white, tall. My
What does
friend.
what does he do? Manage?
No, he was does a lot of like videos and talking and oh man, I can't believe it. I
Was
didn't
he
get
a
hit with
boxer? Was he a boxer?
no.
No.
He's one of the top guy that was on the show.
On
He's a
Talk
top
Sport.
Talk Sports. He's one of them.
Yeah, because they have a lot of. Is he a guest that goes over there?
No, he's not a guest.
So there's Simon Jordan. There's the Scottish guy. I forget his name. It's bad. He worked with.
He
Simon
did a
Jordan.
show. This guy. He did a show.
Spencer Oliver.
Yo, no, Spencer. I know Spencer.
Yeah, those Ade's what black.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a few people there. But
Spencer Oliver was a good fighter over there, Bruce. You know him.
He had the brain aneurysm, but he survived, thank God.
It's
So
right on the tip of my tongue, man. It's a shame because when I went over there, we used to meet all the time.
Yeah, I wonder who that is. It's Jim
Oh
White.
my God.
The guy that I was thinking of, not Jim White, is it?
No.
Not Jim White. I have no.
Me too. I'm really sorry.
But I've got the number now.
Okay.
I don't know who any of you guys are talking about, man.
Yeah, Talk Sport, Bruce, is like a Sky Sports.
Yeah.
So it's the studios that they do live.
He did boxing. He did boxing.
And they've got Talk Sport.
Bunts. Steve Bunts.
Oh, Steve Bunts.
Yeah, that's my man, Steve Bunts. I knew it was going to come. Steve Bunts. Yeah, I was with him.
Okay, I will meet him, but I know exactly who Steve Bunts is. He's legendary.
Well, tell him I said hi because we like brothers and stuff.
Yeah, I will because I will be back there in a couple weeks. I was there on a tour. They showed me around. I was introduced.
Yeah, Steve Bunts is he up there, Bruce? He up there?
Yeah, he's legendary here.
Yeah.
That's the one name that I have heard that you're mentioning.
Yeah. So yes, I'm over there. They.
Oh, she said something about Steve.
Yeah, no, because I said Talksport. Yeah, I said because Steve's on Talksport. So yeah, just through my YouTube channel, they liked how I processed.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is
I've got your number.
Try to make a little snap.
All right, man. I gave you your number. You guys want to hook up and do some YouTube stuff?
Yeah, we all on the same team, Bruce.
We're all on the same team.
We gotta bring the Raiders over on one of her shows.
Yeah, I would love that, Bruce. Bruce has only been on panel only once in the last few weeks. Come on, Bruce.
What, Bruce? What's it?
Come on now. Yeah,
I'm a busy individual, man. I'm always trying to figure out how to make videos and make shorts and stuff like that. I'm a dinosaur with this, Tim. You know that, man.
No, you were good.
All right.
But
Okay.
I'll holler and tap in. Thanks for having me. Nice to meet you.
Love you guys. Thank you, Bruce. I'll talk to you. See you later.
Thanks, Bruce. I'll speak
All
to you
right,
soon.
man. I'll see all your chats and thank you much for much for the evening.
Cheers, love. Cheers, love.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye. All right. Bruce, I'm out. I'll talk to you later.
Peace, my brother.
Everything with this was good, right?
Fucking right, bro. We had a great time, man.
Bruce, you cussing? Why you cussing?
Uh,
I'm gonna tell my
You know,
mom.
it's only my second one. I'm sorry I did it, man. I got the devil made me do it.
Talk to you later.
Peace, my brother.
Peace.
All right, man. My friend Tim Witherspoon, the gorgeous Lady Chan, De Niro, man. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you in here, man. And Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. And I'm out of here, guys. Let's end it with the one and only song that I have. I'm gonna have to get my friend 150 to make me a chapter 2 here. But thank you much for coming here, man. Peace out. I'm going.
Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy. Yeah, many of rapping boys out here telling fake. I'm the hard nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting no fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. All the people champion like Muhammad Ali. Shut up, Bruce Gas. One day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. We gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down. Take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots. Feel like Tyson with the people. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like the crew. Shout out, man. Chat real shit. That's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sample. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Hey, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat.